Hello, everyone, and welcome to The Truth Runs Deep. I'm Callie,
And I'm Terryn.
and we talk about all things Law and Order SVU, Law and Order Organized Crime, and fic writing, and I guess just our daily
Yeah.
lives and shenanigans.
Yep.
Um, this week's episode is a very special episode. It's bittersweet for
Yeah.
sure, but there's
We're gonna have
no
fun
way we
with this
couldn't
one.
not do it.
Yeah.
Today's episode is an ode to Amanda Rollins
hmm If you guys
because
can't see on the camera, which you probably can or can't depending on what you're watching on, I indeed have on the shirt that I got from Redbubble. It makes me happy, so it was appropriate to wear it today. And then I put it on top of the shirt I was wearing before because I
when
was
are
like,
we
oh,
when are we airing this?
tomorrow.
Okay,
I'm gonna edit it tonight.
cool. So it will be out before Thursday,
Yeah.
before her last episode, which is still
Thursday.
incredibly
Ooh,
weird for
hurts.
me to say.
We're not gonna cry. I don't think. We're gonna try to
I
cry.
think there's a general consensus in the Raleigh Relivia fandom right now that we're all
Yeah.
really excited for this episode, but we also
Also,
don't want it to come yet because
yeah.
it's hilarious.
We did get some pictures that came out before. We did get some pictures. We'll talk because when you watch the episode, you'll see the pictures. But we did get some new pictures. That makes
Raleigh cuddling in bed!
yeah. I'm trying to.
Yay!
I'm trying.
Finally!
It took the whole. Somebody. I mean, we were told that, and people were just like, "Oh,
I
I can't.
can't.
I can't." No,
Um,
gives her a little
I made a post. I know. Oh my
sorry.
god! Like I made a
Leans
post
over, gives her a little smooch
that
thing.
like, why did it take for her last episode for them
Literally.
to get all of this? Like you could have given us this before she left.
Yeah.
Instead of, I mean, like obviously, if you jam pack it into one episode, fic writers,
Yeah.
us
We'll take
included,
your jobs for you. Don't
will
worry.
run with it. We are going to
We already
run
started.
with it.
Actually, we didn't start. We did start already. We started already.
It started.
We were
We
also
did.
started 5 million other things, but it's okay.
We started it. We need more dialogue for
Yeah, that was
Thursday
the
to add
problem. I think
to
we were
it.
getting a little. I was getting a little stuck because I was like, and half of the
We
episode is
don't really
missing. The
know
middle
how,
part
like,
of it, there's no like case, or there probably is a case, but there was no case. We are like, we have to make something up. But that's
there is a case because
Walgreens. Stop
uh,
calling me. Sorry, that's
part of
Walgreens. Something
Olivia
about my bills. It's fine.
Olivia wants to like give Noah his Christmas wish,
Oh,
but
what
she's
is the
dealing with the
Christmas
case.
present? That is the
And then we
question
also
many of us
don't have
have.
Raleigh. And
Yeah,
we
listen.
officially know that we're getting the wedding because the latest trailer has said that we are gathered here today, which is
Yeah, it is
how
indeed a
usually
wedding.
most weddings start. So
We are. It's
we're
all kinds
getting
of
a wedding.
feelings.
We're getting a wedding.
We are getting a wedding.
Um. Also, I'm going to say this now before we
hmm
get into the whole thing.
Yeah.
We will continue. We are very proud of
hmm
how we've written Amanda.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh yeah, we talked
I
about
wrote
this one night. I forgot.
I
We were
wrote this
rambling.
specifically, and I said I think we've captured her heart, her trauma, her spirit, and we try to be as accurate as possible. I'm proud of how we've written her,
Me
and we
too.
will continue
hmm
to write her.
We do. We got a lot of
Even
stuff.
if
We've been working on a lot
not
of stuff this week.
understood or
Yeah. We worked on a lot of stuff this week too, with a lot of many things with the resistance. And like I don't
I've
think I said
told
this to you
Taryn.
yet, but like we had no idea. Okay, so we obviously have said this. Like the resistance has two like ways it could go. In the like more negative way, we didn't plan for all these other things to kind of redeem the story. Because we were like, let's add this in there. Let's see what this happens. And then it kind of just redeemed itself already. I'm like, oh,
Is pretty good, yeah.
it's looking pretty good, y'all.
Um,
One day you'll read it. Sorry. By the
I
end,
also told Taryn,
we said by the end of the actually we said by December that ended up being a lie, but by then oh no we didn't. We said by 2023 the resistance will somewhat
I mean, we have the first three chapters. We just need to put them,
yeah
get
we
like,
do
um,
finish organizing them and stuff.
flesh them out and then post.
Yeah,
Um,
y'all love it, I
what
guess.
I was going to say is that I told Taryn that I specifically this week wanted to write
hmm
as much Amanda as possible, whether that be Raleigh,
Yeah,
Olivia,
we
just
did
Amanda
most of
in
that too.
general.
We had a lot of stuff
Um,
this week. What's
Which
the other
is
being sick?
I'm thinking about it. The current thing that we're working on, you
Uh-huh.
know what I'm talking about. I think very much so can be a very big thing for Amanda.
Mm-hmm.
We will
It's
work on
so
that.
good. It's so good.
Um,
It what happens, nah.
no,
But
not the angsty one,
the other thing we're working on. The Christmas one we're
kind
talking?
one, the
Yeah, okay.
emotional Christmas one.
Yeah, that one's good too. We
Um,
got all kinds of good
that
stuff
will be
coming.
a big thing for her. But yes, of course, the other thing, obviously.
Yeah. Can't wait
Um,
for y'all to read that one, I guess.
like I literally just wrote one line Taryn wrote last night, and it was just simple. It was like Sunny telling Amanda that he loved her, and I literally am just like I could feel the freaking emotion through the
Uh-huh.
page, and how it's take it like we've captured Releasy.
Yeah. We're proud of ourselves for what we've
Okay,
done. Okay, we need to what we're doing now because we're gonna ramble forever if we don't. So
technically it's still Rollins.
it is. That's what the episode is about. We're literally going on however we feel like it until
All
the
about Amanda. That's
all
what it's
about
going to be
Amanda. That's
called.
literally what we're
All
all
about Amanda.
literally it's all about what we're talking about today.
Okay.
But also, we want to thank you guys. I made a tweet the other day about like, hey, tell us your favorite moments. Some of them I put on our list, but we'll just go on Twitter and look at them. Because some of them are like things I had forgotten about, and they're so good. But like, I feel like I want to do. We gotta
Like
break the mood a little bit with the funny ones, but we're gonna go with my favorite funny ones. Or is the
we had
one
people like tweeting out
they had
the
conversations
chorus
with each
to
other.
like
You guys are
tell
amazing
people
people. Who if you tweeted
tell
to
people
us, you
about it.
guys are
Thank
amazing.
you.
We like have some. There was a lot. There's like, so many, and they're like having conversations with each other about like it was a good time.
Um,
So
before we get to the funny stuff, I'm just going to say because Wolf Entertainment put this out and I'm slightly angry. Um, so they recently had put out they have a we have a there's a Law and Order
I
Monopoly.
bought it. My God, I suckered my mom into
I
buying it
put it
for
on
me.
my Christmas list because I want it.
We'll show you.
Um,
We'll give you a review one day. Sorry.
yeah.
Won't be till January,
And then
but
there's the Law and Order calendar, which I also put on my list.
I bought that too. Sorry. I have retail therapy real bad at 3 a.m.
The reason I'm bringing this up
I
is
don't like this thing. What is
um
this?
because
Oh, I know what you mean. I know what you mean though.
a lot of people have been saying this, and I'm going to say
Like
it.
they like don't be
That
using
the
they're
fact
using her for
that
marketing
yeah,
still.
exactly, they're using Kelli Giddish for
For
marketing,
marketing, even though
even
she was
though they are getting rid of her. Like
yeah, like don't like that. Boo. Bad
they
ideas,
they
Wolf
know that
Entertainment.
we love her enough that we'll buy their stuff,
Yeah.
while even though we're still livid about the fact that you're
Hmm.
getting rid
This
of
is
her.
too close. There we go. That's better.
I'm never going to forgive
Nope.
for
This
this.
is a grudge I will hold into rest to the end
I
of Law
have
and Order.
no idea how I'm going to be
Yeah. We don't
after
know either.
episode 10 because I've already said before that I'm going
We
to watch,
we were committed to 10. But we'll
and
be
then
committed forever. But with
the
the
next
plot
one
line about 10 is made us kind of forced to keep watching because we've
we're
talked about what
going
happens
to
in episode
watch
10.
the next one because we just need to see like how things are
Yeah.
going to be after she's
And
gone,
then
like
it makes
the
also the fact that
mention.
like before we knew that I mean we knew she was leaving. We didn't know what 10 was about. And now that we know what 10 is about, it just
We're mad that she's not gonna be
it
there,
makes it
and
even
I'm
worse.
mad.
It makes it even worse. But
Like you
it's
have
a
this thing happening to Olivia,
talked
and
about it
your
already. So, oh
best
no, we
friend
didn't.
isn't
We
gonna
did
be
talk about it.
there.
We were like, we put it in a spoiler.
Why?
So if you didn't want to listen to it, you don't know. But if you do, you know.
You got your six blanket too.
I
Yay!
do. It's not even cold. It's 75 degrees outside, but it's okay. I'm gonna pretend like it's not
I
cold.
wish it was 75 degrees here.
It's
I'm
75.
cold
I'm
in New
not.
England. Okay. We said we were
One
doing funny.
my favorite of all time. Well, not one of my favorite. A couple of my favorite ones of all time is I don't know what episode it is. I can't remember where she tackles Santa Claus. I don't remember
It's
what
just
it's one of the
funny.
earlier ones, but I do not remember when it is. I just remember her doing
I
it because Santa
think
was a perp
I
and she tackled Santa
think
Claus.
it's possibly
It's the early one for her.
no.
It's the early one for her though. It's not like a I think
I was gonna say cat kissing teacher, but that's another moment.
no
Yeah, no.
no no.
Santa is a perp
Here.
and he's running down the street and she tackles him, and it's just
It's so funny because Santa's
hilarious.
a perp and he arrests Santa.
Um, the one that you put that I love, in Forgiving Rollins
Yeah.
when Barbara is trying to get Amanda to testify against
It's
Pat.
presumed guilty. Well, I don't know what episode this is. Presumed guilty is 1410. That's when she
Okay,
tackles Santa
so that's
Claus.
the Santa one. The Forgiving Rollins is
Mm-hmm.
Amanda's literally just out on a morning jog, which also
Rollins.
love you go athletic queen. Um,
Yes. Rollins.
and it's not the first time we've seen her, like the first and the last time we've seen her do it because she
Yeah.
did it
Several
recently.
times.
Like the most
Yeah.
recent she did it was Final Call at Fellini's, and
Oh,
she's
yeah,
out
yeah.
jogging with Franny,
Franny. That
which
girl.
she better be in this last episode
And
because not
Franny
only are
Mae.
we losing
When he just
Kelly, we're losing Kelly's dog.
we had forgotten about Franny too. We were like, we have to put Franny in our film.
I know, because they
Oh, we
literally
did.
just like writing Amanda, releasing and everything. We're like, we forgot dog. We need to put the dog
We
in
put
because
the
the dog is going to be very mad at this specific person for
It's so good, y'all. Sorry,
Amanda.
you'll find out eventually.
But you need to figure out how to put it in.
Well, we have ways we haven't done it yet. I
I'm
think.
gonna make a note just so I don't forget. Okay.
Okay.
Anyway, Forgiving Rollins. When Rollins is out on her jog, and Barbara's trying to catch up with her, and I'm sorry, could it be better now? But
It's
back
so
then, no, he was
funny.
not very athletic. I mean, he was athletic enough to be able to catch up to her,
I know,
but
but it's
also he
so funny.
Rollins also stops.
Rollins,
Like, Rollins, don't make me hurt myself.
make me hurt myself. It's so funny because he's like, Rollins, come on, don't make me hurt myself. And she's like,
Yeah, and
please,
she's
it's
like, no.
so funny.
And then they have the serious conversation about like getting her to
Yeah,
testify,
yeah,
and
but
of
like
course,
the actual see that in that moment, it's hilarious. In that very moment, it is so funny. The next one on the one I wrote on the list was for uh what's the episode called? Man, how did I forget the episode's called? It's season 14 finale. How did I forget what it was called? Her
um,
negotiation. Her negotiation.
yep,
That's what it is. Where at the beginning, they're like all hanging out and stuff. But they're not hanging out. It was like Sunday because they were all like off.
they're all like, we got a group of them at the baseball game.
Yeah,
The Mets. A few of them just hanging
they
out
were
with their kids
chilling.
or
Nick was at the
family.
park with his kid with his
Amanda
dog,
was out running with Franny.
Fanny. Yeah, and
Yes.
and she brings
Um,
Fanny to work. But we'll hold on from that.
she did?
She
Why did
did
I not
bring.
remember
She did bring Franny. She brought
that? She
Franny.
did?
Yeah,
Oh my
Fanny's
gosh, how
like
did I not remember that?
Fanny's leash is attached to her desk. Because they were like,
Oh my god,
you
I love
ever
that.
watch
How did
that?
I remember
Yeah.
that?
Okay, but like my
Oh,
favorite part.
speaking of desk, that's another
Ooh,
funny thing. Hold on,
this.
I'm writing that down.
I'll continue the thought I was having. So then when Barbara comes in, because he's like, "Where's the fire, Rollins?" Well, it's not the first time he said it, but this particular moment makes it hilarious because he's
Yeah.
like, "Where's the fire, Rollins?" And she's like, because she's talking about William
What
Lewis, because that's
if
like when
she
he,
sees him in his
"Where's the fire?"
yellow jacket and
Yeah, his outfit that's
she's like,
where those because
what?
that's when Olivia goes, "Where have you been on your yacht?" Not my yacht. I'm like, oh,
Meaning, yes, I know somebody with a yacht.
I was like,
Second, why are you inviting the squad on a yacht?
exactly, man. Well, I guess they weren't that close yet, but
Well, you
anyway.
should know. Anyway, yeah, that's pretty funny.
Love the bar fight.
The
I
next
still
one that you put that I love,
the bar fight.
one, it just started randomly because of a drunk asshole.
You literally, but it's so
Um,
funny.
and then Sonny, he runs into somebody and like a drink gets spilled on the
And
front
he's
of
like,
their
I'm
whip, and
sorry,
the
I'll
guy
just
gets
pay
mad.
for it. And you're like, no.
And
And the
Sonny's
person
like, I will take it. I'll just pay for it. It's fine. The
and
guy's like, uh-uh.
some dude swings at him and he like ducks and it's a great scene. Like it's hilarious how funny they get into a bar fight. And
And
then
then
Rollins
Rollins is
also gets
like,
in on the fight. Like,
ah, we're not punching him. And then they both get into a
why is
bar
my
fight.
father
They
calling?
can
They
hold
did.
their own.
Obviously they had a great time at the bar
They
fight.
hold their own. And they did it together, which was even better.
They did, which makes it even
That is
better.
the episode that my
And
dad will not let me forget.
I love that
Even
episode.
now, the fact that they're freaking getting
They
married, he
almost
still
kissed, but
won't
then they
let me
didn't.
forget it.
But that's
It was
not how we.
the episode in West Virginia where they almost kissed and
Yeah.
then didn't. And honestly, back then we were all like, no, they almost kissed and they didn't.
But now
But
they can get married.
now that we know where they got their first kiss, if we look back and like
That would have been
that's
kind of
their
cringe.
first kiss, it would have been
That was good.
horrible. Bad.
Yeah, it was better now.
No.
Better days.
But then Amanda decides to go sleep with somebody else,
Yeah,
and she's
and then
like,
it's all
"You know I'm
angsty.
human, right?" And I'm
Yeah.
still like,
It's
"Yeah,
a,
but no, because
and then
you're
she
heartbroken."
goes, also after they go to the hotel after the bar fight, she's like, I haven't had this much fun since Christmas 2005. What
Which
happened
makes
at
me
Christmas?
wonder, yeah, what
What
happened
happened?
in 2005?
Something
What
must
did
have
you
been
do?
wild, man.
What happened?
What happened, Rollins? You'll never know, I guess.
So the other funny thing that you made me think of when you said her desk is, this is like, I think this is something that Kelly put, but
Yeah, I
like,
remember now.
Amanda's squirrel. Amanda just has this random squirrel sitting on her
Yeah,
desk,
yeah, it's a
and
little in like a little glass thing, squirrel.
somebody put it in a fic, of like they were trying to figure out who's gonna take the squirrel.
I'm
Um,
not fighting with a
who's
squirrel.
gonna take? Yeah, no, literally, no, they all better fight over that squirrel. No.
Hmm. What? Did you get emotional again?
Just thought of something.
What?
What if Creasy keeps it on his desk?
Oh, yes. We better keep the squirrel, sir. You
We
better
need to do a tally of how many times is Callie gonna cry in this
cry so far. I'm not putting it in it.
episode.
It's
One.
lazy. One. Here we
Because
go.
seriously, like whenever they
I
go to the
love the squirrel.
office,
Also him like having his like having like the wedding photos. They have wedding photos on his desk. Please.
they need to have the wedding photos on his desk,
The
the
pictures of
squirrel
his
in the
children. The
corner with
squirrel. Come
the
on.
pictures of his kids drawing. Yes, I'm
Yeah.
saying his kids
Because
because that
it's true. We're going
it's
with it now.
but it's true. Like how else do you describe it?
You can't. We've
Yeah,
been describing
literally,
like that for years. I
yeah,
want to say years. That's dramatic.
a
Okay,
year.
but you
Like
know.
people have been saying it for a while, but
Yeah.
been doing it for a year because it's been very much so.
Yes.
Um, yeah, but like Carisi keeps the squirrel in his office. Like,
Yes.
swear to God,
The
if
squirrel.
that doesn't happen, we're writing it.
We're writing
And
it here
I'm going to
soon.
go write it down now before I
But
forget.
no, we
Hold
literally
on.
have a. But you know, because when you that was worse. Sorry. When you like write notes on app on like a note you share with your friends on like notes, it tells the person it's like the person added to this note, and you're like, oh, so she knows my
I'm
brains.
putting it in our fic doc so I don't forget.
Okay. Uh, what other funny things can I think of that are just? I feel like
Um,
Rollins has so
Bar-
many.
I put a Barba and Rollins banter, which is just
There's so
fun.
many of them, but I forget them all. But they're funny because they're just great people. They have a fun time. Everybody has a
Like,
fun
I
time.
mean,
I don't know if I was
Rollins,
looking
I
at
mean, Roll
let
and
me look through the Twitter to see if anybody put a funny one that I can't remember.
Roll and Kelly specifically both like have said that they
Yeah,
love each other and
but
like
yeah, they used to ride together to work. I think one of them told that story.
oh my god, really? Yeah.
Who told one of them told that story? They said they used to be
Right.
neighbors. So they used to ride to work together.
Oh my god, that's so cute.
Yeah, that one. Okay. Remote happened in unintended consequences, but that's on the list for moments with Barbara.
Oh, I got one for serious that we definitely need to put
Okay,
out.
there's a lot of the similar ones that we all thought
There's
about.
a lot of serious ones, which honestly fun.
Nobody was
Oh,
goofy.
the
I
people
wanted
who
them to be
said
funny.
the scene with Raleigh and Rudnick, yeah, that's pretty funny.
Oh yeah, that is hilarious. I love that episode. I love that
They're
because
both like just so
they're
annoyed
over
at
my
that point. They're
the
over
best
it.
when they're eating their breakfast because they had they're like if this was Waffle House, it's not Waffle House because they can't have Waffle House, but they
And
had
then
like the
they
five
had
they had like the 5-star breakfast, whatever it's called. I think it's called the 5-star breakfast. I don't know what it's called.
you know,
But
they
anyway, they had
got
like the full
full
breakfast, the full the pancakes,
plates, and
the
she's
grits.
like,
When I say grits, they don't probably have grits up north. What am I talking about? The eggs, all that stuff. No, really. He's
and
like, yeah, this
Rudnick
would give
is like,
you to clog your arteries with that. And
yeah,
he's eating a
do you,
piece of toast,
do you
and they're
know
like,
how many calories you're eating? And then one of them is like,
they're like,
I don't really care.
you're sitting there with
Like,
fork and knife
please
in hand,
don't
just
ruin
like,
our breakfast for us.
thanks.
It's already weird enough that we're
We
like
have this
eating with
man who's
handcuffed.
he is with eating his dry piece of toast, and you're just like, I feel like the mic is too loud, so I hear like every little noise I'm making. Anyway, yes, that's a funny one too. I love that one.
I don't think I have any more funny ones except like
We'll
stuff
think
we
of it
did.
when we come. I can't. We'll
Yeah,
think of
I
some
can
more
think.
probably.
Serious.
Serious.
Yeah, a
There's so many
whole crap
ones.
ton of serious ones.
Yes, so many
Um,
people wrote a lot of similar ones.
this one I need to share. The scene in Caretaker. The
Yeah, I haven't
one where
watched
the
season
mom
20 in so long that I have no idea what happened, but you have to tell me.
refused to watch season 20 after
Yeah,
so
I don't watch 20.
time. This
I
episode where
stopped my watch at 1912 and then I skipped to 21-1.
yep.
Yeah, we don't
The
watch
one
this.
where the mom killed her husband and kids.
I
And
think I
Olivia,
remember.
she's having a conversation about like it's both affecting them.
Hmm.
It's the scene where Rollins just got the bouquet of flowers from Al,
Oh,
and
I think I
Amanda
remember
is
now.
like
I
they're
haven't
both
watched it in
like
years.
sometimes like they both like Olivia said I watched Noah sleep all night, and Amanda said I did the same thing with Jesse. They hug each other. They're both like
I
sometimes
remember
life
now.
just
Sometimes we need a
sucks.
little pretty.
Um, and then she's like, Amanda, keep the bouquet. And Amanda's like, why? And Olivia's like, sometimes we just need a little pretty.
Hmm.
And yep, that has been like a theme for us
Yeah, we've used
a
that a
lot
lot
of the
as a
time.
theme for them, and I love what we're currently doing with it, I think. Okay. I love
Yes,
that one. The
I
first
think
one that came to
think
my mind when I was writing this list, because I was just kind of going for it, was a postgraduate psychopath at the very end where she's talking to Henry and she's
this
like,
one is
if
my
you ever come near
favorite.
my family or Council Carissa again, it'll be your last day on earth. I will kill you myself. And I was like, oh, I love that scene.
Yeah, it's like if she literally like dead ass. Kelly's serious
She was
acting is
serious. She
gold.
was like, it'll be
You
your
ever come
last.
after my family, or the fact that she specifically said crazy, or
Yes.
count because this is like the scene where she's
Perfection.
like she immediately jumped up because he got stabbed in the ear with a pencil.
Yeah.
Um, or Counselor Carisi again, it will be your last day on Earth. And no, do I condone this for cops? No, but
No.
acting
Huh?
wise,
Ooh, so good.
gold.
Why is there?
I will kill you
So
myself.
and I was like, oh man, if only it would come in. Most of the time, the bad people are come in threes, but apparently not this time. Maybe,
Yeah, maybe.
maybe. We're
So,
still hoping guest appearances. We're just kind of hoping.
well,
Or
if
right?
he shows up when Carisi's there and Amanda's not, then I'm going to be livid again.
Yeah, we'll just. I don't know what we'll do. Be angry.
Anyway, unless
Uh,
unless they bring her back for like the guest star
but
on
yeah,
that,
something like that. Like
because
they
especially
better. This
now
isn't a. This
that
isn't a debate. This is serious. You
this
will
is
bring her
teaching
back.
she's teaching like psychology or forensic psychology and stuff, like I don't know,
This isn't a debate, Wolf
gives her
Entertainment.
an
You will
even
bring her back.
more
So,
of a way to be able to dive into or
mhm.
delve into Henry's psyche and
Yeah,
stuff.
literally could be used. Just saying.
Just saying, putting it out in the
This
world
isn't a
before
debate, Wolf
we know.
Entertainment. Actually, you will do this.
Um, okay.
Uh,
You put this one and I agree. It's her help in Final Call at Fellini's bar.
mhm.
Um, Specifically when Olivia's like, I called Barth, I called Calhoun, I called Alice, I even
Yellis.
asked Barth,
Yeah.
and Amanda
No.
is like, I
There's
think
someone you're
you're
leaving out.
forgetting the elephant in the room.
Yeah. So there's someone you're leaving
The
out. We're
fact that
like,
Amanda said it,
I know. I was like, oh.
I mean, we're going to ignore the other thing that she told Olivia in this episode
Yeah.
for now.
But this,
But the other important thing is that she brought up Barba.
she did. She was like, listen,
Um,
literally, like,
she even
she
got him.
called him.
Yeah, like,
He was like,
and
Amanda asked
then
for the
Olivia's
favor.
like,
Yeah.
yeah, oh man, it's like the big reason, like the biggest reason why
Uh-huh.
Barba even took this case.
Yep. Because she
Do
was,
I like that she didn't tell Carisi? No, I do
no.
not. But
But
I mean,
it
that's
worked out
also
in
the
the end.
episode where they got we got their "I love you," so
Oh, yeah. We did
it
at the end.
all worked out in the
It
end.
did. It was a
But
little
I
angsty for a
mean,
moment,
like,
but it's okay.
I like just try to think of like what was running through her head when she's like, "Why do I not tell Carisi?" I mean, obviously,
Yeah, I do wonder why she
understandable
didn't tell him, but I feel like,
because the last time they both went up against each other in court, he
oh,
got threatened,
yeah,
and
it
it
was a
was the
rough time.
Weekly case.
People versus Richard Wheatley was something. We can't
Mm,
believe that was a year ago either.
mm.
Like
Um,
because I used to be really goofy. I had my like Snapchat story of like Law and Order stuff, and I was like, we were watching the trailers, like the final trailers for a final, I mean not final call, People versus Richard Wheeler, and then it happened.
Again,
Sorry,
but you put this thing, and I haven't watched the episode in a really long time, so I always get
gamblers.
confused.
People talked about it in the tweet thread, so if we need some
Gambler's
information,
fallacy.
it is the one where she got into some little gambling trouble, but it turned out she'd gone to the gambling club and her debt was really high, and these like people were like, if you do these things for us because you're a cop and we know you're a cop, we'll let this slide. And she kind of goes along and does all this bad stuff, but then she gets caught because they like see her getting like a gun out of evidence.
It's a really bad thing because
And
in
then
like in the episode, like a woman gets raped and like Liv is like pissed.
yeah, a lot of stuff goes back because Rollins does this thing. And that's also when she meets Declan for the first time.
Yeah. Um, and that turned into
Yeah,
her first child.
yeah, Herschel.
Um, Book
Yeah,
of Esther.
a lot of people mentioned that episode,
It's
Gambler's
such a good
Fallacy,
one. Like,
and that
Kim,
one too.
a lot of people mention that one. Book of Esther is another one.
Oh yeah, I haven't watched
Um,
it in a long time, but I know what happened. Like it
I
was
know
stuck in my brain. Like
the one that's based on the like the
they
family
had
in
the
California with like 7,
yeah,
12, 11 kids
they had a lot of
that
kids in there.
like
It was bad. It was a cult basically. It
horribly
was a cult.
abused,
Yeah,
neglected them. Um, the Book of Esther took that, but in this case, used religion to like justify
yeah,
it, and
yeah,
it was like, no, hell no. If I mean, we don't see like a lot of like Amanda's religious
yeah.
beliefs, or like very little of it, but we know enough that she believes in something. Like
Mm-hmm.
we saw her at the end of the episode, she went to a church.
Yeah.
She believes in something. And
Mm-hmm.
she knows enough about religion to know that the things that Esther the Labat father was preaching was not
Yeah, they were pretty culty.
actual religion
Yeah,
or good religion.
yeah.
Um and she like took care of this girl,
Mm-hmm.
tried to help her. Then spoiler alert if you haven't seen the episode. And the episode ends in a shootout.
Yeah.
Esther ends up dead.
All like almost all the kids are dead, or all of them are dead.
All of them are dead.
Yeah.
Like the dad is dead. Everything. It's a mess. Or no, the dad isn't dead. I don't think he ends up dead. They arrest him. Anyway, it's a mess.
Mm-hmm.
Um, the end of the episode. Olivia pulls Amanda into her office and says that the ballistic report came back that the bullet that killed Esther was,
Oh
um,
yeah.
and Amanda breaks down. She's sobbing. She's literally saying, oh my God, over and over again because she can't believe she did it after trying to help this girl.
Mm-hmm.
She's the reason that her life ended. And Olivia is like trying to tell her like all the professional things
Mm-hmm.
that she needs to do. So this episode came like a few weeks after Barbara's episode, so I
Oh yeah.
was still emotional.
It
So it
was
was the second time in season 19 where I
yeah.
sobbed like a baby.
Oh
Um,
yes.
because I don't like seeing Amanda in pain. It hurts me.
No.
Um,
Yes. We talked about forgiving Rollins a little bit. Maybe that's about one I'm seeing a lot. I'm trying to go in like sequential order. We kind of messed it
I
up.
put another one, and I'm listening to the scene right now just so I can be able to get the line
Mm.
correctly. It's a scene where Rollins talks to Cassidy in Chasing Demons, the episode where we find out that he was molested as a child.
Oh, that's
Um,
early 19 too, isn't it?
yeah, they took the
Or
scene
late
out,
19,
which
middle 19.
annoys me because it's a good one.
Mm.
And she's
They
basically
always
like,
get rid of the good ones, man.
"You're
There's
not
some.
so different. You and I were not that different."
Oh yeah,
All right.
continuing your thought because it went boom and we weren't paying attention.
Um, yeah. So the Rollins and Cassidy scene, and so Rollins is basically like telling Cassidy that she didn't want to testify either. She, even after knowing that he, Patton, had done
Mm-hmm.
it to another woman,
Mm-hmm.
because 2 didn't want cops and everybody looking at her differently. And then Cassie's like, "Oh, what did Liv convince you to disclose?" And she said, "No, she convinced me to forgive myself." And it was like, mm.
Mm.
And I don't know why they deleted it because it's a good scene. Not
They
just
delete all the
Kelly
good
acting
stuff,
like Amanda
all the
was.
good things.
Yeah, all the good things get deleted.
Uh, one that I'm yeah, we talked forgiving Rollins. I think it's a big episode for now. We're on that we would because we are on the subject. Oh, dang.
Oh no, there's more. I know there is. Pause it. Can you pause the recording for a
Yeah.
second? I thought then we can
Okay.
get to forget.
Go.
All right. Sorry guys, I had to check
Yeah, we were watching a
the
clip
rest
real
of the
quick.
scene. I didn't want to get
Oh, 2 minutes.
copyrighted while I was listening to it. So, the rest of the scene, Cassidy and Amanda are going back and forth of their personal lives,
Mm-hmm.
um, and how like they've been affected because of their trauma. Um, Amanda says that Cassidy hasn't been with anybody since Liv.
Mm.
Cassidy
That's
says,
a long
"Oh
time.
yeah, and you had
Too
kids
big.
with 2 different fathers," and he specifically goes, "When's number 3? Where's number 3?" And as Taryn and I were just discussing, they're about to go get married, but I don't know if they're gonna go have
Mm-hmm.
another kid. Anyway, the, end of the
I
scene
mean, what
is,
we did was fun stuff,
um
but we'll talk about that one
yeah,
day. Well, we ended up
he's,
deciding for
he's
them
like,
it's really good, but we haven't
yeah.
done it. Talk about it yet.
Well,
'Cause-
I mean, obviously, I kinda wanna do I mean, I love that we did, but I want them to do it the
yes,
usual way
yeah.
too, but
You when you
we
guys get
can
to read
figure
that,
it
you guys are gonna love it, but it hasn't happened yet.
out.
So
Um, I'm thinking possibly the truth, but, uh, or
yeah,
something else, but
we'll
I'll
talk
think
about
of
it.
it because I
You can
want
let me
them
know
to
later.
be able to do it the usual way. Also, well, not getting rid of how we did it.
Yeah, how we did it
Um,
is really good too. You guys will love it.
anyway,
I love
um,
that character so much. I
anyway,
love it so much. Sorry. Uh, we're gonna talk about
oh my god.
forgiving
Um,
Rollins. I think was our
oh,
next
at the
topic.
end of the episode, like, he's like, Brian is like, "Oh, so I'm a coward." And she's like, "No, you're a victim. I'm sorry." She's like, "Yeah, same thing." And then he's like, "Yeah, that's even worse." It's just a scene that like leaves her speechless because she's like trying to help him. Okay,
Hmm.
now forgiving Rollins. Um, the backstory of Kelly, where we find not Kelly, um, of Amanda, where we find out what happened to her, why she really left Atlanta.
Hmm.
And I forget who did the math. Somebody did the math of how this happened years ago and how this happened to Amanda when she's like in her 20s,
Yeah, early 20s, I think.
which sucks. Even worse. Like it already was bad, but the fact that we find out that it happens to her when she's like in her 20s
Yeah.
is even more horrible. So the situation is also proves how much Amanda cares about her family, that even
Mm.
though like her sister is a fucking mess,
Yeah.
she really
Kim,
she
her
did
dad.
this she did this so she wouldn't go to jail. So
Mm-hmm.
Kim was charged with like tax fraud or whatever. And Amanda didn't want her little sister to go to jail. So she went to her chief and was like, "I need your help to figure out
Mm-hmm.
how to make this go away." Instead of being a normal chief and being like, A, I'm sorry, I can't make this go away, or B, let me go see what we can do
Yeah.
legally, Patton says, I'll help you make this go away if you sleep with me.
Yeah.
The fact that Amanda said yes, even though her family is hella chaotic,
Yeah.
proves how
They
much
are.
she cares about her any type of like her family.
Mm-hmm.
Um, even after all the shit they've
Yeah,
given her
literally.
or done
Literally.
to her. So Amanda says yes.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it starts fine, or I mean, as fine as it could be with like being coerced to sleep with her chief.
Yeah.
Then Patton gets rough. Amanda says no. We get his signature line of "I don't take no for an
Yeah.
answer."
Mm-hmm.
You know I don't take no for an answer.
Mm-hmm.
And at that point, Amanda has withdrawn her consent, and Patton rapes her.
Yeah.
I'm assuming the charge got dropped somehow, or it went away,
I don't
because
think
we
she ever
never really
told.
heard that.
I don't think she reported it.
But
I think that's what she says. Or she
uh,
did.
no, like the fraud one.
Oh, the fraud one. I'll let you in a minute. So I was like, I don't know.
Um, I don't know. I don't think she ever did.
Yeah, I don't think she ever reported it.
Because we were like trying to figure out, like, for fix, like, had she ever
Yeah.
gotten a rape kit done? And to be quite honest, we don't know,
Mm-hmm.
but we didn't think so.
Yeah.
Or said yes, but also not sure.
We've kind of changed it a couple times depending on what we wrote it. But it's okay.
Anyway, well, things just go from bad to worse because
Mm-hmm.
somehow it gets out that she slept with Patton,
Yeah.
but whether it was him that's spinning around or her other commanding officer, that Sam dude,
Mm-hmm. They
um,
shame her.
they shame her. They turn it into she slept with him to get a promotion
Yeah, they
to,
shamed her.
and all that. They
Mm-hmm.
shame her into she
Leaves.
leaves. Like,
Microphone.
nobody believes that she got raped at all. So she leaves. That was weird. Can't hear you. Still can't hear you. Nope, still can't. Terryn, speak. Hello?
Hello.
Oh, okay. I can hear you, I think. Ah! Nope, can't hear you. Can't hear you. You're gonna have to edit this long chaos out.
Literally working just fine. Okay, sorry. What?
Alright, guys, we're back. We had
Literally
technical
wasn't touching it.
difficulties.
Why all of a sudden you don't want to work anymore?
Okay, where do we live off? Oh, yes, it shamed Amanda enough into that she left Atlanta, and did not think about the fact that she was raped for, like, at least 10 years. Um, and she didn't think about it until they did a case where they had to go consult, like, rape victims in Atlanta. And I give props to Amanda for going down there.
Mm-hmm.
Even after everything she did. Um, and then that led to the end of the episode where Pat called her back, called her, said he's coming up to New York, and she's like, "Great, yeah."
Yeah, that's weird. Why do you need to do that?
And then the next episode is
Forgiving Rollins.
Forgetting Rollins, and um, it starts off with, like, literally they're at a party together,
Yeah.
and Amanda has to pretend everything is fine.
It's like
Um,
a
these
event the NYPD was
Yeah,
having about.
and well, then Patton decides to rape another his
Mm,
newest blonde detective.
mm,
Um, a big part of the episode is like Amanda's like, "It don't waste your time," but she wants to. And she's like, "Why is everybody not believing me?" And Amanda has to come to terms with
mm,
like, in order to get um Patton to face justice for Reese's rape, she needs to testify.
mm,
Um, Barbara gets her to testify, and I wrote this in the serious thing that like this is the first time that Barbara is like hearing like a full on like confession to a rape
mm,
for like the first time, and it's coming from Amanda.
mm,
Um, Somebody pointed out to me, one of my friends, like that you could see his face change immediately when he finds out that, oh my god, he did this to her too, and
mm,
she's never told anybody.
mm.
Well, unfortunately, it was for nothing because
Made through your testimony was
um
thrown out.
Barth, the judge,
Uh,
which literally said, yeah, literally, like knowing now that
like,
and everything, and which, why do you think I said we're doing such and such in this fic? Because
uh,
she was the judge.
we need to
Anyway,
bring her back. But I don't know the reason is. We'll figure it out. But we'll figure it out. Sure.
um, so
I'm literally going to.
oh yeah, so she says that this testimony was more I think prejudicial rather than probative. And so to this day, Amanda has not really gotten any like direct justice for herself. I mean, at the end of the episode, Patton gets his badge taken away and he has to go on the registry and allocute to I think what
Mm,
he did
yeah.
to Reese, but that's
Mm,
it.
yeah.
And we see a lot of struggle through Amanda, like trying to tell people this happened to her, trying to grasp with the fact that she was raped and she can't just forget about it anymore,
Mm,
unfortunately. Um, but knowing that she has this family in New York that's actually going to support her now. Um, because literally her deputy chief was like, "Oh, you didn't want to literally, I think one of the lines he said was, "Oh, you didn't want to open your legs for your good friend Sam." And she
mm.
kneed him in the crotch
Yeah,
and left.
Franny wasn't on attack mode. Franny
Yeah,
was
Franny was in attack mode,
she was.
as
It was
she should be.
Franny was not playing. We love Franny. My phone wanted to update, so I can't look at Twitter currently. But I had something that's about all. I think we covered a lot of that episode. There's some other good ones that we were talking about.
What you
If
talking
my
about now? Oh, serious. Her getting kidnapped by Bucci.
yes.
And her, like, the whole scene where she's, like, crying because she really didn't think she was a good mom,
Yeah.
and she wanted to give her everything that she didn't have. Well, and then the episode ends with her and her I think this is the episode.
Yeah.
She ends
When
in the
she's reading the
scene
girl's story.
where she's reading the girl story, and we see that she absolutely is a good mom,
Mm-hmm.
even if she doesn't always believe it. She absolutely is. Um, and now she's finally going to be able to give her kid, like, she's going to, like, if she's happy because she's getting married, she's going to be able to give her kids even more, like, happiness.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Not saying that she needed to get married to give her
Mm-hmm.
daughter's happiness because she's a single mom for at least
Billy's like I
Billy
mean Billy Jesse's like 8.
Billy's 3, Jesse's 6, so
I'm like
like
my
9
camera
years
froze. It's kind of weird.
been a
Why is my camera
single
frozen?
mother and doing an absolute badass job at it. So that's a whole thing that I love. That
Yes.
this
Yeah.
show, um, SVU's like 2 main female characters
Yeah.
are currently still single mothers.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, obviously one of them's about to get married, but for a good chunk of the time, it's their focus was
Their
these 2
children.
characters are single mothers, they're detectives, and they're still raising their kids.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Um, of
Okay,
course,
whatever.
the other serious, most recent thing now. A lot of people put Mirror Effect as one of their serious episodes.
Oh yes.
Um,
Oh man, that one
Amanda
hurt.
dealing with the trauma
That
after
hurt real
she
bad.
shot. The scene especially of her pulling out her gun, thinking there's an actual monster in her kid's closet when it's a toy, and the kids are like, "Mommy, why are you doing this? We're scared." And it's just a whole thing. Um, the end conversation where she's having talking with Olivia brought me to freaking tears of how she never thought she'd see Creasy or her girls
Mm,
again. Um, the fact that like the time she got shot, she literally said, "No, please, like please, and
mm,
no." And we're never one to see like Amanda beg
mm,
for, in this case, mercy. But it proves how much she has to live for, how much she would lose, how much everybody else would lose if we lost Amanda.
mm,
Which is why I will be forever grateful that
mm.
Mariska was like,
We can't
"No,
kill
we're
her.
not killing her off. No."
Mm,
Um, why the fuck that was his idea, I have no clue. But I appreciate the fact that that was not it. Obviously, we see like the scenes that would have led to it, but like, no, she's
mm.
alive still, and she's going to get married and be happy. So thank the fucking gods for that.
Yes.
Um, speaking of getting married, now we can lead to the romantic stuff.
I had a couple more things I thought.
Oh, I
Something
thought you
I
had more.
saw.
Sorry.
A
Um,
funny scene, which we had apparently left this one out that I forgot about. 1803, when Carisi pretends he impersonated a talented exchange student. Best sex he ever had, with Olivia and Amanda watching.
I
Liv.
don't
This
remember
guy
that.
thinks he's pretty clever, huh? Amanda, so does this guy.
Another serious thing where she's worried about Carisi while he's undercover at that shelter.
Yes, sheltered outcast.
Yep, that one. Um, like but she was very worried about him. Like,
Something I thought about when I was going through this list is, and you know, in Video Killed the Radio Star when they pretended to be a married couple, and then they're
I know we're
actually
getting
getting married
it.
for real.
Yay.
Yeah, sorry.
Um, yeah, I'm going to miss Undercover Rollins.
Ah, yes. There were so many good ones. Some of them are funny, some of them are like
Yeah.
so good.
One of the ones that's my favorite is like the one where she with the like the boxer who's into like child porn. And she's like laying on the Southern
Ah,
Charm,
yes. Yes,
this
that's
like outfit that makes her look um for lack of a better word, hot and like younger because and
yes.
she's like this new
Mm,
rookie UC is supposed to be
mm,
her niece,
mm,
and then he like wants to go take pictures of her,
mhm,
and then
mm.
Rollins' undercover persona is like whatever Teddy wants, and I'm like, you are waiting for the right freaking moment to strike, which is the
Yes.
best
So
freaking part of Amanda and Undercover. Nobody expects her when
mm-mm.
she's all southern
Get too
and
good.
lovely to walk in to an interrogation room like 20 minutes later, full on serious,
Yes.
you are going to pay for what you did type attitude.
So good.
Um, even in Video Killed the Radio Star, like the guy was like, she's a detective.
Mm-hmm.
Shit.
Gotta look
Um,
in.
yeah. Um, and then at the end when they both had to watch that guy kill himself, like
Oh
Olivia
yeah,
and
no.
Amanda, like have seen a whole lot of shit in their career,
Yeah.
but even the two of them were both like full on shocked.
Mm-hmm.
Um, oh no, he didn't kill himself. Somebody else killed him.
Yeah, that was
Either
it.
way, still traumatizing. Um,
Someone put part 30. A lot of people put
yeah,
part 33, but I've only watched episode like
absolutely.
twice. So
There's a scene where Carisi's like trying to like is telling a story about like this domestic violence case that he had.
mm-hmm.
Um, and how like Amanda was like full on. I think it was Amanda who was saying it, like full on. No, you can't just leave. It's not as simple as that.
Mm-hmm.
And we know that to be true because like Amanda grew up in a domestic violence household. But then again, we get like scenes later where Amanda was like, I really don't know why my mom didn't just leave.
Mm-hmm.
So you see like two different sides of that because I feel like in a DV house, you would get two different sides of that. Like,
Mm-hmm.
why can't I just leave? Or also, no, I can't just leave. There's more to it than just walking out the door and leaving.
Yeah. It's not that simple for a lot of people.
Yeah. All this stuff. Oh, I thought of another like more funny moments. All the stuff with her stepmom
Oh,
when her dad was in the hospital.
I love that scene. She was like, they when people when people thought they were married. Like, everybody in the whole episode thought Release was married.
Oh, yeah,
Your husband. She was like,
right. And no, Carisi didn't correct. Neither of them have ever corrected each other.
mm-mm. They're just like, okay.
Um, my favorite part was like I think her name is Amber Lynn.
Yes,
And
it's a very southern name also. But
how is she? And Amanda's like,
old
not
man still breathing.
yet,
He's not dead yet.
not dead yet because she's
She wants
hilarious.
his money that he apparently has.
Like
And she's
she's
like,
younger than Amanda,
yeah, she's like 25. This girl is young. She's really young. And
younger
it was
than
like,
Amanda. Yeah, and
yeah.
Carisi was even like,
She,
oh, this is her.
she was like, I'll arrest you for tax evasion or something. Amanda was like, if you don't leave, she was like, you can leave and forget about this, or I could arrest you for tax evasion. The Carisi's like, she's like, she leaves. The Carisi's like, was that true? She was like, no. I was
No.
like, if she left them, man, that episode.
This is another like serious slash
Mm-hmm,
um releasey moment in that
mm-hmm,
when Carisi's like you've been the grown up for a long time.
mm-hmm.
Amanda Rollins, so good, and to have her hear that from Carisi must just mean everything to her.
Yes.
Um, I had another serious moment and I'm forgetting.
Ooh. Somebody put a fight with Carisi in Midnight in Manhattan.
Yeah, the one
And
where we all
then
want to forget about, but into
I don't remember what
okay.
happened, but I guess
And the fact that Kelli added the line, like, I think it was, I think she added the line, I'd be fine if you were right here beside me.
oh
I
yeah.
think that's the line she
Oh
added.
yeah, that's the one they were
Anyway,
fighting.
he's like, I thought you were supportive. I thought you were happy with my decision. Really? How stupid are you?
And I was
And
like,
it's
oh,
just like, no,
wrong
stop
direction, wrong direction.
fighting. But also, I mean, would they really be fighting if they didn't care about each
Yeah.
other?
I mean, that's what we say a lot of our anyway. Uh
I don't like the fighting.
no, we don't
Just to
like
know.
the fight.
I remembered I was gonna say in the hospital when she's having Billy and she's like, "Please don't leave me to Sunny," and he's like, "I'm not going anywhere." Like they didn't even want the own child's father to
Yeah,
stay.
he
She
was
wanted Teresi,
mm-hmm.
and
And
he
when they
didn't
talk,
want to leave. But then Al showed up and he's like,
okay.
"No, no, no, I'll go. It's okay."
I don't know what
It's
episode it
like
is, but when she goes, hang in there, Dominic. Might be the same episode, I think. That was a good
I don't remember. Anyway, are we good to move
time.
on to the romantics now? Do we have any more serious?
I don't think so. I'm thinking of off the top of my head. Yeah, I think we're
Okay.
good. We go to the release because all the ones I'm thinking
Maybe
about are release.
now to the romantic
Ah,
stuff!
yes.
Yay! So romantic moments. Um, and I think they both Warren and Julie have confirmed that this is when Amanda first fell in love with
Agreed.
Sunny.
Yep. I was gonna do this one next too. I know what you're talking about.
Is in catfish teacher.
Catfishing teacher.
Catfishing teacher. Um the like rolling down the streets and it's like right when Jesse has just been born and she's like, I haven't Amanda's like talking about like I haven't slept, it's fine. And Jesse starts to cry, and Amanda goes to do it, and then Sunny lifts up Jesse and is like rocking him, and you could see like I love Kelly's facial expressions
Yes,
sometimes.
it's such a good one right there. See, you can see
Head
the love
tilt,
in her eyes.
and her eyes go soft and wide, and she's like, and like it's been confirmed that that's when she's like, oh my god, I'm in love with this man.
Yeah.
And we know that Sunny was before that because Sunny said it was when she was having Jesse.
Yeah, he's like, I knew.
So the fact that it was like all around the same like moment in
They knew.
time, and
Trying to find a picture I took the other day. Oh,
oh, I
no, but
remembered another serious moment.
when they're watching the show and
Oh yeah, that one.
he's just
That
holding her baby.
funny. I love the interlude to that. Like I think Olivia and like Dodds are talking, or Olivia and Nick are talking.
Oh, then he's talking about, I don't know if she's coming back. And she's like,
No, she's like, who watch it? No, I think it was Olivia
I mean,
and
who watches this show?
who
And then she
watches.
just
And then it transitions to Rollins and Carisi. Rollins is snacking on popcorn and Carisi is holding Jesse, and they're literally talking about the show. And Rollins is crying, and she's like, and Sunny's like, "Are you crying
like,
at
no.
love?" And she's like, "No, no, I'm not." Um,
But they're in love. So
I remembered my other serious moment that we need to
mm,
talk about.
mm-hmm.
That I feel like doesn't get discussed enough because unfortunately they couldn't do anything about it. Starstruck victims.
Mm-hmm.
When she goes undercover without permission and almost gets raped again,
Mm-hmm.
and would have if she wasn't able to fight back. Like she had one guy feeling her up, the other guy pushing her against a wall, and
Oh
moving
yeah, yeah, I
up.
remember now.
And then all of a sudden she you could hear like like she's like gasping in like pain and like
Mm-hmm.
anguish. She's like, no, 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 this can't happen. Cannot be happening. Um, she fought back. She left the room. Um, showed the footage and it's literally like, yeah, I almost got assaulted. I get you're all mad at me, but
Mm-hmm.
I still almost got assaulted. And I feel like they don't talk about that enough.
Mm-hmm.
Also, the fact that Dodds um released a video.
Mm-hmm.
No, actually, no. First, it starts with Olivia getting mad at Amanda because the video got released. Because unfortunately, the guys walked because partly because of that, partly because the other girls tested when he wasn't so strong. It's one of the cases that I don't like. Um, and Gods is not happy that the guy walked. The guys walked because he absolutely knew that he did. They did this because they tried to do it with Rollins. Anyway, Olivia was getting mad because she thought Amanda released the video, and Amanda was like, "I swear to you, on my baby girl, I did not do this." Um, we obviously found out that not Nick, um, that Dodds did it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, just that whole episode is another serious thing for Amanda. Okay, back to the romance.
Mm-hmm.
We left off on them watching
Yeah, she's like, no, it's that guy.
rom-coms together, not rom-coms, reality shows together.
Mm-hmm. I always love some
Um,
reality TV. It's just hilarious.
the other things, there was other thing, another. Oh my god, I just had it.
Mm-hmm.
Um, oh, whenever Creasy offered to go over to the house and cook spaghetti for her and the girls.
They cut that other time they're making the spaghetti. I'm kind of mad about it.
Oh yeah, that one. Or
They're just sitting on the counter.
when she's about to when she's like, I'll buy the groceries. And Sunny's like, you cooking? She's like, no, you
Mm-hmm.
will.
Mm-hmm.
Um, their first kiss, obviously, because when it happened, none of us expected it. Because Sunny is literally like over the balcony of the Hudson, uh, reading the speech that he thought he was going to read for um Finn and Phoebe. But of course, everything that he said basically describes him and Rollins. You fight, you make up, check. a bond like that never goes away. Check. If you had to, you would take a bullet for each other. Um,
We don't want that to happen, but
we don't want that to happen. I mean, technically, half of the ship did already, so no, we don't need that to happen again, but,
no.
that whole type of that's how strong their bond is, and it's true, because Rollins is crying and she doesn't cry at weddings, and then it's over the moonlight and the beautiful music, and they're, like, hugging
What a
and in
moment.
the premiere, they're literally freaking
They're
kissing
still make
against the pillar of the front
they
row.
still they still make movies.
And then, of course, most recently, we find out that Sonny is into some shit
We're like,
because Amanda
we're
accidentally
like,
bites his lip, and
he's
she's
like,
like, "Oh, I'm sorry. Do it again."
we're like,
Oh, okay.
we're like,
So,
Sonny.
it took
I always
us
tell you a funny story about that, but you already know the story. I can't say it on the podcast, but it was funny.
about like 7 years for us to get Releasey, and now we're finally getting it. And I keep saying that like Amanda doesn't cry at weddings. I'm
Crying out our own.
convinced she's going to cry at her own,
Yep.
and it's going to be a little joke that they make, and she's like, "Yeah, but it's mine," and yeah. Um,
I imagine him just
so
wiping her
this is
tears
a
with.
little
I don't know if Sonny is a handkerchief guy, but if he is, he
I
wipes her tears
swear
with.
to God,
He
he
wipes her
needs to give
tears.
her
He
yeah,
wipes
he
her tears
or
with.
give
Oh my
her that
god.
handkerchief while they're saying
Cries.
their vows,
Oh,
please.
sorry.
Um, my headcanon is that Amanda is really into weddings, and wedding planning, but I think for other people, for herself, she's like, "Nah, I don't need to do anything," and everyone else is like, we're doing something for you because you did such and such for us." Um, something
Mm.
slightly more, um, sorry, I thought I had to sneeze. Um, slightly serious, slightly romantic when they have they're talking on the park bench.
Mm-hmm.
The scene where Sonny's like, "I don't want to be Uncle Sonny forever."
Mm-hmm.
And Amanda's like, "You are the most open and serious relationship I've ever had."
And
The
the scene
fact
they
that she's
cut from the Mother's Day
saying
scene.
that
They
now.
cut from the Mother's Day episode when they had a little smooch. Yeah, that too.
Oh yeah,
I cut
when
that one
Sonny
too.
said he's gonna get the girls to make her breakfast.
Okay.
Well, yeah, because I figured we'd get copyrighted if we put that on a
Okay, sorry, we're back.
podcast. We're back. We were watching a release edit,
We
so we're
literally did.
emotional now. Um, if you haven't listened to the song "The Good Ones" by Gabby Barrett, go do that, and then just think of Releasey. That's all.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
Um, yeah, okay. Yeah. So that's basically it. We did get some more information though, like the scene where he took Amanda to meet his mom,
Mm-hmm.
and she was so happy when he got the phone call at the end of the day, and she was like, "She likes me," and Amanda's like, "She likes me." That's all she wanted. Ugh, she better be in the last
Mm-hmm.
episode.
Mm-hmm.
In her last episode, like, ugh, really skip some sort of mention or phone call or what. Um, do I think Raleigh has its downs? Certainly, but I
I think
think it
every
has more
relationship does.
ups. Like, it's certainly more healthy than the other two relationships Amanda had on the show.
Mm-hmm.
Like, both of those men left her and their kids.
Yeah.
Sunny never went anywhere.
Mm,
Um, yeah,
what else? I don't know if
getting
that
a
one was
blank.
on the list. I feel like they should have been. They didn't.
What?
In that moment, I'm pretty sure it's a small episode it came from.
Alright, I'm getting a blanket. I'm cold.
I'm the opposite.
Ah,
I have a blanket anyway.
dropping my phone. I'm trying to get a blanket, that type of thing. I have to
Mm.
go take a shower in a few minutes, but it's fine. In
Yeah,
a
we can
little
always
bit.
pick this up later. It might just.
Well, I just got comfy, so we probably won't go right now.
Mm.
All right. I mean, while we're talking about like romantic stuff, and releasey, um, like, what are a few things that you want for the last episode, whether just from like Amanda to Carisi or like releasey moments in general?
I'm hoping that it's just like a really good moment for them, and that we're sure we won't get everything we wanted, but what they do add, that it's done well.
I mean, yeah, definitely. I just want it to be done well. That's
Like I
it.
don't want it to be like because they didn't really talk about a case for this episode, so that's probably not the focus of this episode.
It better not be. I
Whatever.
mean, don't get me wrong. I absolutely want to see Detective Rollins in
One
action
last time.
sometime, but I'm also totally fine with just I'm about to get married, Rollins.
Yeah.
Also very curious if she's gonna take his last name.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna hyphenate it. I swear to God, if I now pronounce you Mr. and Mrs. Carisi, set my
Fries.
screen, I'm going to lose it.
I wear the Rolly
I
shirt
will
Thursday. I
lose
just feel like
it.
it was appropriate to wear Rollins today, but the Rolly
That's
shirt.
what we've been calling her.
Yeah.
And all of our fics, and I
One of
don't
them
know.
we were kind of forced to, but the other one we did for fun.
True. But like, I don't know. The Rollins name ain't so like obviously everybody will always call her Amanda Rollins, but like the family behind the Rollins name ain't so great. I feel like she would want to
But okay,
forget
bye.
it and move to like a healthy, happy her in life with Carisi as Amanda Carisi, which
Mm-hmm.
like seriously, Professor Amanda Carisi just has a good ring to it.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I mean, we already get the bed scene, which is what I wanted.
Mm-hmm.
Um, somebody's like, "How is this episode not 2 hours long?" And I'm like, "It should be."
We
But
don't have time to do all this in one episode.
yeah, I'm trying to think of what like other things I want. I want her. I mean, I know we're not gonna get this, but some like because I know we haven't because they already showed them getting intimate and there was no recollection or no um mention of it at all. Some like intimate conversation where she's like talking about
Oh.
like stuff in her past.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't have to be like directly related to Patton, but like a type of that and how she like
And she wants to be secure in the way they
she
do their
feels
intimacy.
secure and loved and happy
Mm.
and
I mean, we do it really well.
yeah. Um I obviously need more another scene like scenes with her and the kids and Noah before we lose it
I mean, we probably will
because
in the wedding because no one's at the wedding.
we've already been told like just Vivian and Charlotte's mom put it on the internet that like the girls were very grateful for the role they've had like the last 6 years, but like um if we hear anything about Amanda and the girls, it's all going to be in just mentions, which is annoying because I mean you could obviously just have scenes with Carissa and the girls.
Mm-hmm.
I mean this whole thing is annoying. I was really trying not to get angry again, but it's happening. Like
It
just
is. It's kind of
I
a very
don't
unfair
get
kind of
it.
ordeal.
How are they
What
getting
we're like,
rid
what kind of solution? I mean, not
of
conclusion is what I'm trying to say, but it didn't come out. Then we got to this. I'm like,
How are they just getting rid of Kelly? Like, how are things
what
on the
rational
show
thought
going
went behind that? I'm like,
to keep going? Like, Kelly's been on the show for 12 years. She's been 12 seasons, 12 years, whatever.
close enough.
12
They're not quite lined up, but close enough.
for 12 seasons. She's been a staple of it. How like there's going to be a gap.
Mm-hmm.
It's just how are they going to go through with getting over that gap
Mm-hmm.
when there's so many people who watch
Mm-hmm.
because of Amanda.
Well, I guess we'll see when it's called capitalism when you pay.
How many people are going to stop watching?
Mm-hmm. It hurts you in the
Like,
dollars. It'll hurt him in the dollars, and we'll see what happens.
do you think? I mean, we would hope so, but
You would hope people will be loyal to watch the show, but
how
if you're
are they
not, that's
going?
okay.
No, I honestly think that maybe they'll like hopefully realize for
Yeah,
part of it that they made a mistake.
that's called
I mean,
dollars. You know.
like I like I'm pretty sure a majority of the people who love Rollins are literally just going to keep watching because of either Peter or Mariska.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how it is. Like I said, episode 10 will make or break me. Um, okay. I think we said, oh, now we got a Olivia moments.
Mm-hmm.
You put this because I didn't remember it.
What did I put? I playing with stuff on my
Thing about
desk.
19:4 when Olivia is talking about Sheila coming by, Amanda has
Oh
a
yeah, yeah,
supportive.
yeah. They're leaving. They're walking out of. They're walking down one. I think they had gone talked to Barbara maybe beforehand, or leaving court or something like that. And Olivia's talking about how uh she talks about again how like she didn't like trust. She was like all I wanted was like this kind of family for Noah to have this kind of family. And like Sheila comes in and she's like, I don't know if I trust her, and but I don't want to ruin this kind of thing we have, you know.
Yeah.
Because Sheila just had brought up the at the beginning 19 one, where people thought that when Olivia grabbed Noah's arm and Sheila had used that in her defense. And then Amanda's kind of talking about you are a good mom and you can trust yourself and that she has a supportive hand on her
I
shoulder.
love how they tell each other they're good women and good
Mm-hmm.
moms because that's another thing. Where
Mm-hmm.
the frick is Olivia gonna get all that now?
Yeah.
Amanda's not there.
Mm-hmm.
Not gonna be the same
And we
coming to
write them really well together. I feel like we've created,
agree.
especially recently, what we did the other working on.
Yeah, good at Olivia friendship.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and it's just like, where else is Olivia going to get this? Unless we get more Olivia and Ayana conversations, like that's the closest thing
Who
in
knows?
like a
Organized crime is kind of
family.
out there. So we don't even know where organized crime is surviving.
I mean, like Olivia and Amanda, Olivia isn't gonna get what she can get from Amanda from
Mm-hmm.
anybody else.
Mm-hmm.
It's just
I think it's a really important dynamic that got forgotten about in
impact
this decision.
her. This is going to impact Olivia like
Mm-hmm.
a
I mean, it
lot.
does. She talks about it. She's like, I don't want you to leave. That's
And
what.
I'm worried she's going like she's literally like in the latest promo, her voice is cracking
Mm-hmm.
and she's hugging Amanda and says, I love you, Amanda.
Mm-hmm. And she's like in the newest
Olivia,
one, she says, I don't want you to leave.
I love you, Amanda. And she doesn't want her to leave.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
I'll be in some tears Thursday night.
I'm worried that they're going to have Olivia close off again.
Yeah, it might be a
Because
problem. It may cause Olivia's depression hole to get worse.
um the definitely this one, the real fake news when both of
Mm-hmm.
them get accused of like, I don't know, they're single
Yeah, where'd
parents
these
and
children come from? And she was like,
and Amanda, this is another funny one. Um Finn says something of like, "Oh, I thought Olivia was going to kill this guy or something," and Amanda says, "If she doesn't, I might."
and I was like, oh,
You don't mess with
mm,
the mama bears.
mm,
Mm-mm. And the little moment at the end where they're hugging their kids again and just being like, "We got our kids back," and it's so sweet.
mm-hmm,
Um, I already mentioned Amanda and Barbara lately. Their banter is funny.
mm-hmm.
Um, best episodes.
I think we've named like all of them pretty
Let
much
me go.
in our
What Rollins means to us. Everything.
yeah. It's hard to
Like
summarize it
especially
really.
after
It's like when you work,
writing.
when you care, like I think for us, we care so much about the shit that we write about it and like putting creating this other fictional world for these characters.
You
It
care so
makes you
much about
appreciate them a lot more
you
and what
care so much
you
about
I don't
a
think it's
character.
not you kind of have to trust your they're kind of trust in a sense they're kind of trusting you with doing something with your character. I mean, like not they obviously don't know who you are, but like you're trusted with that, and like we do it really well.
Like, um, yeah, like I mentioned it to Taryn the other day, but like we basically grew up
Mm-hmm.
with them because she's been on the show for 12 seasons.
Mm-hmm. It's like
Like
most of
I
my life.
first started
That's
watching the
dramatic.
show like, a little bit after she arrived, and I've been watching up to now. So
Mm-hmm.
like the fact that we're losing a character that's so deeply rooted in the
Mm-hmm.
show and just like our um our appreciation of the show
Mm-hmm.
is they're also, as far as we know, taking away the only survivor
Yeah.
been on the show. Well, like survivor of rape that's
Yeah.
been on the show.
Mm-hmm.
They've made alludes that possibly Lewis did something to Olivia, but they never have said it outright.
Mm-hmm. I think
Amanda,
Olivia says it didn't happen because I think Olivia says that didn't happen to her uh because Lewis wants to make that his point, saying he would plead guilty to that, and she's like, that didn't happen.
yeah, Amanda, we know what
Mm-hmm.
happened. If the show was like, I guess
Throw
like
that on the way.
that's how impactful it is. You have a woman, a detective, who was raped, helping
Mm-hmm.
other women that were raped, fighting justice, like getting justice for them. Like,
Mm-hmm.
sure, can Olivia and the other people try to relate to them? Yes. But the only woman who ever, I mean, the only person who's going to be able to relate to what a rape victim has been through is Amanda.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just the fact that we're losing that. And I'm just very curious how they're going to have Amanda's SVU experience, especially
Mm-hmm.
with the rape aspect, being a rape victim, relate to her teaching profession. Because they can't, and they better not, like, shove it under the rug. It's a part of who she is, as much as, um, like, I don't want to necessarily, like, thrived, but she's, like, gotten to a point where she's able to tell her story and tell
Mm-hmm.
other people her story. And they can't just shove it under the rug just to give her this new profession. They need
Yeah.
to be able to have it still be a part of her.
Mm-hmm.
Um, best part of Rollins, she is a badass, inspirational
Mm-hmm.
woman. I did a video for Kelly's birthday project a few years ago, and I was basically like, it's so inspiring to see such an incredible woman on my TV,
Mm-hmm.
on and off screen every Thursday.
Yeah. And our imaginations literally every Sunday.
Yeah, exactly. We already mentioned everything about writing.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so I think the last thing that we need to do
Yeah, I need to
for
eat
next
because
week is to
yeah. Ew,
I
man.
know we've done it before, but
So
thank
yeah,
you.
yeah,
Thank you, Kelly.
yeah. Thank you, Kelly. That's about before we get all sob story because we don't want to be all soppy today. Um, I
Already
think
am.
you already are, but I think it really means a lot to us that like you've played this character so well, and even like the last 9 episodes have been done with such grace, and she's handled the situation with such grace, and those kind of things are really important. And we hope, that we have Kelly guest star
We hope this isn't
the
this is
end
a
for.
goodbye. This is a
Mm-hmm.
see you later.
Mm-hmm.
Shouldn't be either, but we'll
Not
take
in
it
my
to
head anyway, but
later. Um, I mean, obviously, I think it's good. Kelly will get to have time to spend with her family and
mm-hmm.
her new husband and kids.
Whatever career she has, whatever,
But
or she does acting still or whatever.
just she shouldn't be leaving. It's
Mm-hmm.
as simple as that.
Mm-hmm.
And I just want to make that point. Also, we can't do anything about it. We've tried. We can't.
Mm-hmm. Who knows?
The
Well,
episode's
you
been
see,
filmed.
we'll find out in 6 months or so when like
Maybe something can happen.
how the rest
But
of the
and I'm
season
going to
goes. We'll
say
see.
this again,
Really, I guess it depends on how much which of this rest of the season goes. So whatever
and
from
I'm
10.
going to say this again, especially because now once we come back from the break, Amanda won't be here.
Mm-hmm.
But Muncie will be.
And give
For
it
the
a
love
chance.
of God, do not give Molly any grievance.
Mm-mm.
She didn't do this. Dick Wolf did. She's just got the job that she auditioned for. Like,
Mm-hmm.
and Molly, I mean,
He's a
not
really
Molly.
cool person too.
Molly's a really awesome person. We both follow her on Instagram and
mm,
everything. She's really awesome. Um, I even found out today that she put on Instagram that her own mother has passed away.
mm,
Which is very interesting because they had Grace's mom
mm,
passed away as well.
mm,
Um, it also says that Molly has a little brother, like, or has a little brother, and Grace has a brother on the show. So, like,
mm,
they're still taking things. Anyway,
mm,
the important point is, um, Molly is not there to try to replace Kelli.
mm,
Um, Muncie is not there to replace Rollins. So do not go attacking her for something that is out of her control. She's just doing the job that she's been giving. Um, Amanda is in a league of her own. No one's ever going to be able to
mm,
replace her. Which again leads to the thank you that we need to give.
mm,
Um, like even Kelli herself, like Kelli, we're gonna talk to you directly. Like even you have said that Amanda
mm,
has changed your
mm,
life. Like Amanda has changed so many of our lives, both survivors, allies,
mm,
everything. Like when thank you isn't going to be enough. It really isn't. And we hope we'll see you back on the show one
mm.
day.
And we'll
Um,
support whatever else you do, you know.
or whatever else you do. For sure. Um, it's hard to find the words
Mm,
to say just because I never thought
mm. It's hard.
that.
We knew we were planning. We'd been planning this episode for a while because we knew we had time before the episode. Before we in between episodes,
It's
we knew we had
just
time to do this. We
like
planned to do this. We were going to do it yesterday, but then I was sick.
I mentioned this before. I know how, but even when the rumors first came out
Mm-hmm.
that apparently somebody was leaving, other people were like Kelli, and I was like, why?
Yeah,
Because
I mean, I
it
don't know.
never crossed my mind that we'd be losing her,
Mm-hmm.
and it's still not going to feel real to me until
It's done.
probably Thursday night,
And we're sobbing after.
or even after the show comes back.
We're writing our review, not our review, but our summary. We're trying to write our summary
Yeah, we will write down as much of the information
and
we
then watch
can
it again,
for the
probably.
podcast episode when we're not
Mm-hmm. Yeah, when we get
being
ourselves together. Probably have to watch it again after I get myself together. Friday
um
morning on my bed.
no, oh yeah, I forgot I have to go to work. Oh god, I
But you
don't.
always, because
Yeah.
literally last year we stayed up till like 2 a.m. We were like, we have to fix People versus Rachel. We stayed up
Yeah.
to 2 a.m.
I don't know how I'm going to go to work after this episode. I really don't, because I'm going like I got into a real depression, like a real state of like almost like a depression
Oh, I did. Man.
after um
People versus Rachel?
Jamie and Damore's
Oh,
exits.
yeah, that was a rough day.
I'm going to be a void of myself
Mm-hmm.
with Kelli leaving. Um, because I love her so much.
Mm-hmm.
Not I'm sad because she's leaving. If you're still listening, um, I mean all that and well, I will be fine.
Yeah, we'll
Because
be fine. We're just kind of dramatic sometimes.
it's going to take a while to be able to
Mm-hmm.
process this because we love you so much.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's
Um,
just a lot. I feel like we tried to find all the words,
I
but it's really difficult.
there's a lyric in Wicked in a song called "For Good," and it says, um, basically the line is because I knew you, I have been changed for good, and that's
Mm-hmm.
exactly how I feel about Kelli, about Amanda, and
Mm-hmm.
how I feel
Mm-hmm.
uh, the character changed my life.
Mm-hmm.
It,
I do. I feel like we talked about it. We've talked about it so many times.
I'm going to keep saying it because I don't want to stop.
Yeah,
Because if I stop talking about it, it's just gonna feel more real.
I know. We were like we ended up delaying this episode. We were supposed to record on Monday, then I got sick. So we did not record Monday. But it's Tuesday, which means the episode has to be done because I need to edit it and then put it up to go up tomorrow at 8 a.m.
Anything else we need to say, even though I know we've been rambling.
We have like 8 minutes on the Zoom, so we can kind of ramble until it ends. Yeah.
Um, show your shirt again. Your fun Rollins shirt. She got her own Rollins shirt, y'all. She went up to me today, but I also love it. Um, I like trying to think of like if you could see Kelli do anything else, what would you want it to be? Like another project. Your mic is gone. Your mic is gone again. Do you need me to say the question again? You're still gone.
Hello.
You're back. Okay. Do you need me to say my question again? My question was, what other projects would you want to see Kelli doing? You're gone again.
Hello.
You're back. Okay. Again, my question is, um, what other projects would you want to see Kelli do?
I would love. Oh my god, I'm gonna have a meltdown. I would love to hear her sing more, but like,
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. I want her to be in a Broadway musical because she has theater background and she can sing. So let's go do that, please, and thank you. If I had to give her like a musical that's like on Broadway right now, currently that I would like to see her in, Into the Woods, possibly. Um, but then again, I don't really know her voice right, so Into the Woods is an option. My other option, um, which we don't have one that's been made yet, but if they did like a Dolly Parton like jukebox musical, like put her in it, please. Um, or even like an original musical or play, that stuff. Because we know, oh, well, even more to help the Dolly thing, we know she can do a southern accent. We know she can sing. We know she can play guitar. Um, yeah. If I had to think of like other like movie TV things. They don't really have one. I just saw the musical things in my head. Telling you, they're wait skipping out on the opportunity to give us a musical episode with everybody that can sing. Because we found out the other day that Molly can sing too. It's like, okay, sure, you might have a handful of the cast who can't sing, but then don't have them sing, just have them speak. Have the cast that can sing do all the musical parts of the episode.
Okay, so we have 3.5 minutes, so we will wrap this up. Any final conclusions?
We love you, Kelly.
Yeah, we love you, Kelly.
And yes, we love Kelly, we love Amanda, and we always will. And we'll continue to.
Sorry, I had an idea. But anyway, I feel like we will ramble too long and then we'll not get any writing done today.
It's just, yeah, no, we need to go right. I just saw your idea. Oh my gosh.
That's all we got. So thank you guys for like giving us ideas for this episode. Thank you to Kelly because we love you.
We love you, Kelly.
Thanks. Anything else for real before I say thanks for listening and then we just leave?
Nope. Tune in Thursday, everybody.
Yeah.
Tune in Thursday. It's gonna be one hell of a ride.
Yep. That's the best way to put it.
It's gonna be one hell of a ride, and
it will be tomorrow when you listen to this episode because it's coming out tomorrow.
A tribute deck.
Yep. That is all.
Yep.
Thanks for listening. Goodbye. I had to make myself laugh or I'll cry. So goodbye.
I know, really. We need to stop or we'll cry again.
All right. This is it. Goodbye.
Thanks for listening. Thank you.
So much love in the world for all of the things. All right. Goodbye.